Let Captain America help you out. That's what he's good for. Driving trucks. Everybody else get to fight. Thor get to stop a train. Sam's gonna drive the Mack truck. Not to fight a villain.
My dog.
Go drive the truck, Sam. Back of the Bus podcast coming to you with another comic book review. As always, you know I got my mans with me. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, Mr. Theo Butler.
What's up?
Okay, I was about to say, I know this didn't start fucking up right then when we started.
Got him! Got him!
I'm like, it ain't no way.
What's going on, fam? What's going on? Appreciate you having me aboard, man. Appreciate you having me aboard.
Oh, always. Today we're catching up. We're getting into the backlog a little bit. Avengers, issue number 2. Jed MacKay, C.F. Villa, and Federico Blee.
Yep.
Is our team here.
I'm liking the direction of the author.
Yeah. You feeling Jed MacKay's Avengers lineup here?
Yeah, man. You know, I like how he put respect on certain characters. You know, I don't know if it's the writer's direction or if it's just what the artist wants to put out there and everything like that. But it's certain things that I just love in the first 2-3 pages. No, yeah. First 4 pages that I really
well, for sure. You know, whatever's going on in Mexico City here with Hydra, I think they sent the perfect man to go clean that up for sure. But we've got the full team in this book. It seems like we've got Carol Danvers, we got our boy, I forgot his name already, Sam Wilson. We got Scarlet Witch, we got the Vision, we got Thor, Strange, and of course the man. We got Black Panther, T'Challa there. So at the end of last issue, I think it left us off. We were fighting the Pegasus Project. Was it right?
What is T'Challa's title right up under his picture? What does that say?
That would be the king.
I'm the king around here.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah. Accurate. So we left off last episode. We were fighting the Pegasus Project. There was a wormhole that Captain Marvel got sucked into, right? And so upon the Avengers trying to investigate how to get Carol Danvers back, it seems like we're going to be doing kind of like a dual storytelling, you know, current timeline and then flashback into what actually happened kind of thing. So it shows her emerging from the wormhole just as it collapses with Kang the Conqueror badly injured, right? Right then and there, they're kind of doing the classic comic book thing, right? Take out the biggest, baddest villain in your vicinity to try to set the stage for these new group of people that we'll learn about here in a second, but definitely trying to establish that, all right, well, this is your new threat, right? If he can beat Kang the Conqueror, whoever they are, we're dealing with a formidable foe, or at least that's what they're trying to signal to us early on. We do got Black Panther here. There seems to be some sort of Hydra hostage situation going on in Mexico City, and they send none other than your man, the most dangerous man on earth, Black Panther, to go clean it up, which he does in quick form. Takes us about 2 pages, about 6-7 panels, and we right up through there.
Come in this room, right?
Yeah.
And it's 3 of them in here. 3, 4, 5. It's 3 of them in here, right? 3 of them in here. Highly trained militia, Hydra. I think we can say that. Hydra, highly trained militia, right? And he go in there and he solo them and don't take not one lick.
Just only needed T'Challa. You know, we don't need no extra fighting force. What we're starting to pick up on, because as he's cleaning up the Hydra agents, he's messaging back to the Avengers and letting them know that there's another 50 lives saved. Kang is actually feeding them information about catastrophes that are to come, and I believe that's in preparation for whatever foe mortally wounded him. It is kind of what he's trying to give us right here, right? Because we got the Black Panther there in New Mexico City. We got Central India where Thor is stopping a train. Right before we see that, though, he is trying to give Carol Danvers the list of events that is, going to transpire, kind of being the prophet Prophet King.
Right.
And they're seeming to check out very early. I wonder, like, is this one of those things where, like, this was a timeline for Kang, one of the many possibilities he's already foreseen, and so that's why he's able to recall so detailed, like, or is it a situation where specifically these events that they're stopping could have been tipping off points to these new characters coming in?
I want to say a little bit of both. This would have to be a Kang that didn't see this coming, because if he'd have saw this coming, he wouldn't be in the shape that he's in right now. But it would be a Kang who has observed those moments in time before where lives were lost. And so to get the Avengers to do his bidding to save his life, because clearly him being able to look at, time conqueror, that ain't what that is right now. You look like you got. So he needs the Avengers to do their bidding. So to buy good faith with them, he's making a deal of, okay, I know of 50 I know of certain events that are going to take place, tragic events where you get to save a ton of lives if you do what I'm telling you. So he's bartering. He's using their lives to barter for them assisting him, aiding him going forward. That's the way I'm taking it anyway.
So it looks like the big bad that we're dealing with is an individual named Midrin.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Let me see. Myridin.
Go with
that. Yeah.
Myridin. Yeah. I like Myridin. Let's do that. Myridin and his merry band of evil henchmen, the Twilight Court. Those are the individuals that bested Kang and have him shaking in his boots, asking for help from Carol Danvers.
Which is crazy, because they're in one box. They're described as, well, Myridin is described as a villain, but the crew that he kick it with are described as heroes. Which one is it? I'm curious.
Okay, Myridin, a villain, along with his engineered heroes, the Twilight Court, bested me.
I want to see how this gonna play out. The Kang had is coming, is what I'm asking.
Did you read a Kang comic called Timeless in 2022? It looks like that's what's being referenced here.
Don't make me lie to you.
Yeah, I didn't read it either. So if we got any readers of that Kang comic in 2022,
I guess I gotta familiarize myself with Timeless through Marvel Unlimited and everything like that. I guess now would be a good time to access that app and bring myself up to speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it one day. I'll make things easy on myself one day.
Hey, that's a wise investment. I'm just saying. I ain't saying.
The fight is actually not about necessarily like a personal feud between him and Meridian. They're both seeking some sort of prize.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Can I ask you a question? Off topic. I know it's supposed to be like where Kang, who is he? Could he be? Could he not be? I get all that. Dude look like Tony Stark. Like, I just, I know he could be Victor and I know he could be Reed, but I ain't never seen him with brown hair, and Reed has brown hair. And I get Victor, but I ain't never seen Victor sport no goatee like this. Tony?
That's a dead on mark for Tony Stark, huh?
I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Then the attitude. He kind of loose with his mouth. He kind of braggadocious with it. Arrogant, if you understand what I'm saying. And he don't really practice mysticism like that. All his stuff is science-based. Vic, on the other hand, does balance science with mystical. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, it's just my fan theory. I'm finding it right here. That's my fan theory. That Kang the Conqueror is either Tony Stark from the past or a distant relative of Tony Stark. That's what I'm saying.
So it seems that whatever prize it is that Kang is competing with Myrdrin about or for, they need heroes to complete these tribulation events to get it. Right? They're going to be mass killing level, extinction level kind of threats that they need to overcome to get to this prize. And they both need heroes to do it. So I'm thinking Kang's heroes will ultimately end up being the Avengers. He names off some of Myrdrin's heroes. The King of Magic, the Death Moon, the Cannibal Culture, the Endless Night, and others. He doesn't know which order they will arrive or how. But he does know what will be first. The impossible city, and the terrors it brings with it. Wonder what that is.
We're gonna find out.
I wonder what that is. The impossible city and the terrors it brings. That's interesting. That sounds ominous.
Next issue. It's going down. It's going down next issue.
Now, my favorite event that they stopped, mass casualty event of the book, is they run into, what is his name? What's his name? I don't think they give us the name. We run into a truck driver right outside of Pittsburgh who is on his way.
You talking about
his way to one Columbus, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to pull in, save some sick children at the hospitals that are overworked in Columbus.
His name is
nice
Paul.
reference. Yeah. They even got the direction right. So if you coming towards Columbus from Pittsburgh, you know, you coming from the east, you probably hit Zanesville. Oh, look at them giving some references. Let me find out. They done mapped out Ohio correctly.
That's Paul. His name is Paul.
Paul, there you go, Paul. Don't get sleepy and crash on your way to Columbus, Paul. Let Captain America help you out. That's what he's good for. Driving trucks. Everybody else get to fight. Thor get to stop a train. Sam's gonna drive the Mack truck. Thanks, Sam.
The dude that can fly is gonna drive.
Oh my God. Well, they gotta get the medicine. They gotta get the medicine to where it needs to be.
You don't think a Quinjet could have got it there faster?
Nah, I don't. They gotta. Sam has to drive the truck. That was the point.
I'm saying like Sam could have just gave old buddy a key, let him go to sleep. He could have loaded up the medicine.
What do that look like if Sam is driving a Quinjet? What that look like?
He got a lot of medicine with him. He can't carry that with him.
Man, that's like Pietro driving a Ferrari.
You know what? And if Pietro can't carry that stuff with him on his back, you know what don't make sense? It don't make sense for Pietro to be flying a Quinjet. He on the road, you run, stay on the road. Sam, you fly. You literally got grounded.
Yeah. Grounded to drive a car though, like not to stop a fight, not to fight a villain.
My dog,
go drive the truck, Sam.
You know, I get it from the inspirational standpoint of it. I do. I really, really do. I just know, like, okay, logistically speaking, I know you want to pull on my heartstring. He about to go to sleep. You still could have told me you died, Paul. But if the goal, because is it just that Sam want to be buddy? Because he just told buddy go to sleep. So he ain't even going to be awake for this trip.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But they they didn't have very much confidence in Sam. Like, I know you got a SHIELD agent sitting around somewhere. I know you got a flunky in the Baxter building somewhere to send to Pittsburgh to go drive for this man. You got somebody other than Sam Wilson.
Reference it on the page, on this page, right? The dude say, you can drive a rig? Sam say, oh yeah, remind me to tell you how I put myself through college. It's a lot easier than a Quinjet.
Why you ain't bring the Quinjet? That's what you saying. Okay, all right. I concede it. I concede it. You should have brought the Quinjet.
Bro, it's an 8-hour drive, dog. Like, it's an 8-hour drive. You, Sam, you want to do the 8-hour drive? Like, is that what you miss it for 8 hours? You want to do that?
That's his mission. That is his mission. That is what he is best suited for. We got people that need to be fought. We got trains that need to be stopped. But the most important of all, we got a druggie who was about to get lit on his way to the hospitals in Columbus. That sounds like a job for you, Sam. That sounds like a job for you.
Marcus, you know my math ain't good unless I got a dollar sign in front of it. 60 miles an hour. 60 goes into 180 how many times? Is it 3?
3 hours.
Oh, you mean to tell me Sam finna be on the road driving for 3 when he maybe could have been flying for 30?
Maybe someone was trying to teach him a lesson. Maybe he just needed to suffer more to become the real Captain America. Anyways, last couple panels are of, Scarlet Witch and Thor discussing their new leader, right? And the confidence that they have in her. And also, she is keeping a Hawkeye view on Kang to see if he pulls out of his situation so that she can get more information on the pending threats. And then we do get a final parting shot of what I was, thinking about just a couple seconds ago. The Impossible City on its way to Earth. It's going to be the first of those tribulation events we were discussing in there.
It looks like it's gonna go down.
Mhm.
I like the writing. I think there's enough. It's patient. It's paced. There's enough action. There's enough conversation and everything like that. It's evenly paced. Like he's not really, and it's just me. He's doing it the right way to give you why the story is taking place, and I'm gonna give you some action while the story is taking place. Like I'm gonna give you enough just to bring you on board, but somebody finna get their ass whooped. I'm here for that.
Did you read Jet McKay's Moon Knight?
No, I did
Read
not.
his
What's
run
he
on
on?
Moon Knight. It was an interesting run, man, and it wasn't. It was kind of how like you're describing. It was a good balance. Like he would usually start fast in the books, right, a lot of action, and then as the book kind of carries on, he's filling in those building blocks for the overarching theme of the book. And it's not bogged down. It's not boring, but it's also not just like action for the sake of action. Like there's action that moves the story forward. You know, I I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna give him a chance on this. I'm not really sure how I feel about the initial villain or even kind of how they're running the team right now. But I'm gonna give it a shot because I trust the writer. I've seen what he's done with with 25 issues on Moon Knight. Um, I don't think this is where whatever's going on right now is a jumping off point. And so
Right.
our jumping off point is a new villain that can best Kang the Conqueror. That's not a bad place to start. I want to see it go where it needs to be.
I think this is, that time hotel, going all the way back to the first issue of Avengers and everything like that, where you have this one villain that no single hero can defeat. So you have to, I think that's what, I think I'm getting a sense of that. That's why we got Kang, because like you said, if the guy got Kang bloodied up, beat up and everything like that, this dude got to be pretty serious. Well, obviously not, no one single hero can defeat him. So yeah, we doing this, but to your point, I don't think we'll be necessarily talking about the jumping off point 6 issues from now. I think 9 issues from now. I think where the author really wants to go, we will be going there. But I'm cool with what we got going on right now.
I agree. I'm here for the ride. Like I said, Black Panther's being respected. Jet McKay's a decent writer. That's as much as you can expect for comics nowadays. So stay with us. We will be back for issue 3 of Avengers to see what the hell is going on with those events. Make sure you give us your thoughts on the book, everything you think about the series going forward so far. If you have any suggestions of what we should be reading, put them in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Come back for more comic book reviews. Theo, appreciate you.
Peace.